In the heart of Los Angeles lies a window into an ancient world. Dark pools of sticky asphalt bubble to the surface, just as they have for tens of thousands of years. But these aren't just any tar pits, they're nature's perfect preservation chambers, holding the secrets of Ice Age Los Angeles within their depths. These bubbling pools might seem unremarkable at first glance, but for over 50,000 years, they've been silently collecting and preserving countless animals, creating one of the world's richest fossil deposits. The most fascinating part of this story isn't just what died here. It's how these creatures lived and what their final moments tell us about a lost world that once thrived where modern Los Angeles now stands. Watch closely as each bubble breaks the surface today. Each one echoes a deadly trap that claimed the lives of thousands of prehistoric creatures. But this raises an intriguing question. How did so many animals end up here? The answer lies in what scientists have been calling a perfect storm of deception and opportunity, turning these pits into one of history's most efficient predator traps. The scene would have played out countless times throughout history. A lone mammoth, perhaps searching for water during a dry season, becomes stuck in what appears to be a shallow puddle. To any passing predator, this would have been an irresistible opportunity. Direwolves, saber-toothed cats, and giant short-faced bears would have seen what looked like an easy meal, but in their rush to claim their prize, these fearsome hunters would have become victims themselves, creating a deadly cycle that would repeat for millennia. This cruel trap has left us with an extraordinary puzzle. For every large herbivore found in the tar pits, scientists have discovered the remains of about 9 carnivores. This staggering ratio reveals something unprecedented about prehistoric Los Angeles. It was a predator's paradise, sustaining carnivore populations that, by modern ecological standards, shouldn't have been possible. But nature's cruel trap became science's greatest gift. The asphalt didn't just entrap these animals, it preserved them with incredible detail. From the largest mammoth tusks to the most delicate insect wings and bird feathers, everything was frozen in time, offering us an unprecedented window into life during the Pleistocene epoch. Among these countless Ice Age remains lies perhaps the most poignant discovery of all, the only human remains ever found in the Brea Tar Pits. Known as La Brea Woman, her skeleton dated to approximately 9,000 years ago tells a story that bridges the ancient and more recent past. She was a young woman, perhaps 25 to 30 years old at death, and her presence here raises intriguing questions about human life in ancient Los Angeles. While thousands of animals fell prey to the tar pit's deception, this single human discovery suggests our ancestors understood and largely avoided these natural traps, adding another layer to the pit's complex story of survival and adaptation. This extraordinary preservation allows us to piece together a larger story. The tar pits didn't just capture a single moment in time, they've been actively collecting specimens throughout multiple climate shifts, showing us how animals adapted to changing conditions. It's like having a time-lapse video of evolution itself played out in layers of asphalt. Among these perfectly preserved remains, the birds tell a particularly compelling story. Scientists have identified over 140 species, some familiar to us today and others long extinct. These avian fossils are like ancient weather stations, helping us understand how the climate and environment changed over thousands of years. As remarkable as these discoveries are, they've led scientists to an even more intriguing mystery. Hidden in these fossils is a pattern that might explain why some species survived while others vanished. But to understand this pattern, we need to look beyond the bones themselves. The genius of the tar pits lies in their thoroughness. They didn't just preserve individual specimens, they captured entire ecosystems. Every layer of asphalt holds insects, plants, and even ancient pollen, each telling its own part of the story. It's as if nature created its own history book, with each layer representing a different chapter in Earth's past. Some of the most revealing chapters come from the smallest characters in this story. perfectly preserved beetles frozen in time act like tiny thermometers and rain gauges from the past. Their presence or absence in different layers helps scientists reconstruct ancient climates with remarkable precision, painting a picture of how the environment changed over millennia. But perhaps the most captivating aspect of the tar pits is how they've preserved evidence of behavior. These aren't just static snapshots of ancient life. They're more like frozen frames from an action movie, showing us how these creatures interacted with each other and their environment. Take the iconic Smilodon, the saber-toothed cat that has become the symbol of La Brea. When scientists examined their bones, they found something remarkable. Many specimens showed evidence of severe injuries that had healed before death. This simple observation opened up a whole new understanding of these prehistoric predators. For these animals to survive such injuries, they must have lived in social groups that cared for their wounded members, much like modern lions do today. These preserved injuries tell us even more. Beyond just broken bones and healed wounds, scientists have identified evidence of arthritis, infections, and even cancer in these ancient remains. It's like having access to a prehistoric medical record, showing us the health challenges these animals faced in their daily lives. But there's an even deeper story hidden within these fossils, one that only modern chemical analysis could reveal. The asphalt didn't just preserve the physical remains, it locked away chemical signatures that tell us about ancient temperatures, rainfall patterns, and even these creatures' diets. These chemical clues paint a picture of ancient Los Angeles that would be unrecognizable to modern residents. Instead of today's urban landscape, imagine a cool, moist savanna dotted with woodlands and crisscrossed by streams. This was a land where Colombian mammoths browsed alongside giant ground sloths, while American lions stalked through the grass. What makes this record even more valuable is its incredible span of time. For over 50,000 years, these pits have been continuously trapping and preserving specimens, creating a unique record that spans multiple climate changes and extinction events. It's like having a continuous video recording of evolution in action. This extensive timeline has allowed scientists to track how different species responded to environmental changes. Some grew larger, others smaller. Some changed their diets, while others disappeared entirely. But this raises a crucial question. What determined which species survived and which didn't? Recent studies of La Brea's fossils have revealed a dramatic environmental shift that occurred approximately 13,000 years ago. By analyzing the chemical composition of bones from different time periods, scientists have uncovered evidence of a massive change that would have challenged every species in the ecosystem. But here's where the story takes an unexpected turn. The secret to survival wasn't what anyone expected. It wasn't about being the biggest, strongest, or even the most adaptable in terms of diet or habitat. The key to survival was something far more subtle. The evidence shows that the species that survived weren't necessarily the strongest or most physically adapted. Instead, success came to those that could adapt their social behaviors. Species that lived in groups, shared resources, and cared for their injured members had a significant advantage over solitary creatures, regardless of how powerful those lone hunters might have been. This discovery fundamentally changes our understanding of evolution and survival. It suggests that social cooperation, not just physical adaptation, plays a crucial role in determining which species survives major environmental changes. It's a lesson that seems particularly relevant today. As we face our own period of rapid environmental change, the La Brea Tar Pits offer more than just a window into the past. They provide valuable insights into how ecosystems respond to climate shifts. The patterns of adaptation and survival preserved in these ancient deposits might hold crucial lessons for understanding our own future. Even today, these remarkable pools continue their work, trapping and preserving modern specimens to add to their ancient collection. Each new discovery adds another piece to this incredible puzzle, helping us better understand not just what we've lost, but what it takes to survive in a changing world. As we gaze into these dark pools today, we're looking at more than just a graveyard of extinct species. We're seeing a testament to life's resilience and adaptability. The Brea Tar Pits remind us that survival often depends not on individual strength, but on our ability to adapt and work together. It's a lesson written in fossils, preserved in asphalt, and perhaps more relevant now than ever before. If you want to learn more about one of the animals found in the Brea Tar Pits, check out this video. Until next time.